Hello and welcome to the State of the Fleet Industry, a weekly video series produced by Automotive Fleet magazine. I'm Mike Antich, editor of Automotive Fleet, and today I'd like to examine what's occurring in the fleet industry for the week of December 13th, 2021. And for all intents and purposes, the end of the 2021 calendar year is upon us, and we're now on the eve of the earliest openings of order banks for a few 2023 models, which will commence in late February. That's just 2 months from now. And the lion's share of 2023 models will be open for fleet ordering in May and June of 2022. So what can we expect from the 2023 model year? Well, that's anyone's guess, but I do know that there continues to be a lot of pent-up demand in the fleet market. And if you don't order early for your 2023 models, it'll continue to be difficult to source fleet vehicles that you need, especially trucks and vans, which promise to continue to be in high demand in both the fleet and retail markets. In fact, many of the fleets were unable to order all of the vehicles needed for the 2022 model year. And one fleet manager I spoke to just last week told me that her company was only able to order 60% of the vehicles that it needed. And they're not alone. There were many anticipated orders for 2022 models that weren't made because they missed the final order deadline dates. And these fleets will try again, and they will try to source these vehicles with their 2023 orders. My point is that in addition to scheduled vehicle replacements that would normally occur in the 2023 model year, there will now be additional vehicles that companies were unable to order in 2022 and who will try to order them again in the 2023 model year. And as I said, this is on top of their planned scheduled replacements. My prediction is that the 2023 model year ordering will continue to be very intense with the addition of this pent-up demand from fleets that were unable to acquire these replacement vehicles in 2022. So with all of this as background, I compiled a list of fleet acquisition strategies based on the recommendations from some of the smartest and most experienced people I know in the fleet industry to help you mitigate some of these constraints anticipated for the 2023 model year. And I'd like to share this information with you today. First, it's critical to be proactive in your vehicle acquisition planning and budget allocation. It's critical to order early and to be flexible with your vehicle choices. So strategy number one, and you've heard this before, and the reason you've heard it before is because it's a truism. Order early. And the reason it's a truism is because it was true in the past, it's true today, and it'll be true tomorrow. You need to be proactive. You need to plan in advance earlier than before. So next, strategy number two, you need to be flexible as to what you want to order. In the past, when vehicle supply was plentiful, many fleets demanded specific colors, options, trims that in today's environment will only serve to cause delays or add time to the order to delivery process. And likewise, you need to be flexible as to the class of vehicles you need to acquire. So for example, would a crossover be suitable as a substitute for someone who normally drives a pickup truck but doesn't need the cargo carrying capabilities? Most pickups are in high demand in both fleet and retail markets, and this may not be the case for some crossover models, which may have greater product availability and may be a good substitute for a pickup truck. Strategy number three, simplify your vehicle specifications. And this is only if it's practical to do so, and if it doesn't impact the fleet application, but if you can, look to simplify your vehicle specs to increase the number of sourcing options available to you that will allow you to order vehicles from a wider range of OEMs. Also, by streamlining vehicle specifications, again, where appropriate, if you're ordering vans and trucks, it'll help you to move these units quicker through the upfit process. Strategy number four, be decisive in your acquisitions and be quick to pull the trigger when needed when buying opportunities arise, especially when buying out of stock units. Today's new vehicle market has limited inventory, so when vehicles are located or found to be available in dealer stock, you should have the acquisitions pre-approved or have management approval to make immediate buying decisions. And this is critical, especially when buying out of stock units that are in high demand. You need to be prepared to make quick acquisition decisions. Otherwise, you're going to lose the vehicle to a retail buyer. So to recap, one, order early. 2, be flexible. Don't be too rigid in what you need. And 3, simplify vehicle specs in order to allow you to order from a wider range of OEMs. So with that said, I wish everyone a healthy, happy, and profitable 2022 new year. So with this as my final observation, I'd like to conclude my State of the Fleet Industry presentation for the week of December 13th, 2021. Thank you for watching.